All right. What's up, YouTube? It's the old head abroad, KJ Mack. I'm here in Bogota, Colombia. What I want to talk to you about is how I stay safe while I'm here in Colombia. Yeah, Colombia is a country that I visited for the first time in February 2007. So that's almost 18 years ago. And since that first trip to Colombia, I've probably been here maybe close to 40 times, you know. And then now I decided to move here. Each one of my trips to Colombia has been a solo trip, you know. I've never come here with any homies or big groups of people. Come by myself. And fortunately for me, I've never had any safety issues here. You know, never been robbed, you know, never been a crime victim or anything like that, you know. So I'm very fortunate and thankful that that's never happened to me here. But, you know, it could be just luck, but there's also a method to it as well, to keep yourself safe while you're here in Colombia. Because, yeah, obviously there's been high-profile incidents of things that have happened to foreign citizens that have visited this country in various cities around the country. Hate to hear about that happening. You know, I just offer my prayers and my condolences, you know, to the families of guys that have been victims. And, you know, I never like the victim blame. But whenever I hear about incidents that happen to people here in Colombia and I look into it, I feel bad because a lot of times these incidents are avoidable. You know, if you just follow certain, just common sense sometimes, but just little safety tips here and there. Now for me, yeah, it starts with from the time I get here. You know, when I arrive at the airport, I always have prearranged transportation picking me up. I'll never hit that taxi line or anything, you know, hailing down a cab when I'm at the airport. Nah, somebody's always there to pick me up that I've already arranged in advance. So that's one thing that keeps me safe while I'm here. Is making sure that I get from the airport to my destination where I'm gonna be staying at without anything happening to me. The other thing is my destination, where I'm gonna be staying, my accommodations. You know, I choose neighborhoods, you know, that I know are safe neighborhoods. You know, where it's very rare that something will happen to somebody, like where I'm at right now. You know, Bogota is pretty much a north and south city. You know, the more unsafe parts of Bogota are in the southern parts of Bogota. You know, that's where you got your higher crime rate and your higher poverty rates is down in the south. Now up here where I'm at right now in the far north of Bogota, it's a much more affluent area and it's a much lower crime rate. Like, you know, this park I'm sitting in right now, it's a nice urban park, you know. I can see a lot of families and stuff out here with their kids. There's a lot of senior citizens out here, elderly people walking around. It's real nice and quiet. I'm out here, I got my Sony ZV-E1 camera sitting up on the tripod. I'm not worried about nobody walking up, nothing snatching the camera or even worse, pointing a gun at me. Yeah, so yeah, choosing the neighborhood I stay in is very important too, that keeps me safe. Do your homework before you come here and find out, you know, what areas of whatever city you're visiting in Colombia, what areas are gonna be the safest parts to stay in. Yeah, if it costs you a little bit of extra money on an Airbnb or something, or a hotel room, then pay that little extra. You know, make sure you're in a nice neighborhood. 'Cause yeah, you know, people have come here and tried to be a little cheap, you know, and so, oh man, this room here, this Airbnb looks nice in the pictures, and you know, man, they got a nice price on it. Let me stay here, and then they end up somewhere in the area that they shouldn't be in, you know, then something happens to them. Yeah, so your accommodations is very important with keeping you safe, where you stay at. The other thing is, here in Bogota, I know there's a very popular expression here in Bogota, no dog papaya. No dog papaya means don't give papaya, don't give opportunity. Yep, that's something that's very common. You hear people around here in Bogota saying, don't give nobody the opportunity. So that means basically don't do things that will make you look like somebody that's a target. Don't do things that make you an easy mark, Yeah, don't give people that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Try to be low key and I guess they call it inconspicuous. Inconspicuous. Yeah, I shouldn't even say that word. I know it's hard to say sometimes. But yeah, try to just be low key and keep yourself, you don't need to be wearing all kinds of, iconic name brand logos on your clothing and all that stuff, where people can obviously see that, yeah, that's expensive what you're wearing. Leave your jewelry, rings and watches and necklaces, leave all that stuff at home. You don't even bring that, you don't need to wear that, you can go out and, if you got to go somewhere like a club or something or a restaurant, you can go out and look nice without being overly dressed up and bringing unwanted attention to yourself with something too expensive, Yeah, so you just got to be careful with doing that, because it can get you in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so you can go ahead, yeah. Sorry, lo siento. Yeah, so that's a very important thing is staying low key here. Not bringing all kinds of attention to yourself with expensive clothing and jewelry. Yeah. So another thing, obviously, with the men that come here, the men that are watching this video, being careful with how you choose women that you're going to spend your time with. Because yeah, obviously if you come in here to Colombia and you're a single man, you're going to be interested in meeting some ladies, all right? So if you're going to be meeting women here in Colombia, my advice is definitely get your how and your where correct, all right? You want to get your how and your where correct when you're meeting women in Colombia. I'm getting a little older, man, jumping up to go chase after balls and stuff. But I ain't want my man to make that long run to go get his ball. Yeah, so you want to get your how and your where correct when you meeting women, here in Colombia. What I mean by that is how are you meeting women? Where are you meeting them? Yeah, that's something that's very important here. Stay off the apps. All right, I'm gonna be another person that says it. I know you probably heard it from plenty of people that have been to Colombia. Stay off the dating apps. That is the downfall of many men that come here to Colombia, messing around with those apps. Meeting women. And I'm here to tell you, from my experience, good Colombian women are not going to be on dating apps, all right? Yeah, 9 out of 10 times you meet women on a dating app, you're meeting a woman that is probably going to bring some harm to you, somebody you have no business being around. So stay off the dating apps. And you just got to be careful too, meeting women in that late night life, hanging out in clubs and stuff. So yeah, that's the way that you keep yourself safe is, how you meeting women, and where you meeting them. Yeah, that'll keep you safe. Now, another thing as far as women that can keep you safe is if you're going to be bringing women back to where you're staying at. You're in an Airbnb or whatever, Now, for one thing, whatever building that you're staying in, make sure that you're staying in a pretty nice apartment building that has 24-hour security at the desk, you know. There's different job titles depending on what building it is. Some people just say it's security person, the concierge, or el portero. But either way, whatever they call him or her, you want to make sure that the building you stay in has somebody at a desk at the entrance when you go into the building, checking people and stuff, you know. Yeah, you don't want to stay in a building where people can just come in and out without going through any kind of process to get in, you know. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Your accommodations, yeah, make sure you spend money on your accommodations so that you can be in a nice, safe building. All right. If a young lady comes to visit you, well, first of all, you should have a little talk with whoever the person is that works at the desk. You know, different shifts. Meet all of those people. Give them some money. You know what I'm saying? Tip them pretty good. You know, and have a little talk with them. Let them know that, yeah, I'm going to be staying here for the next however much time you're going to be here. And be upfront with them. Let them know that, yeah, I'm going to be having some ladies come by to visit me, you know, which is obvious. You know, you're a man, you're going to be staying there, you're going to have some ladies come by. And, yeah, and just, you know, let the person that's going to be at that desk know that, yeah, when women come by, you know, you want to make sure that they get checked, all right? You know, here in Colombia, they have a national ID card called La Cédula. Yeah, everybody that's over 18 years old should have a cédula, you know, the national ID card, all right? You know, and it has numbers on it, I guess it's like a social security number or whatever, you know? And so, yeah, you want whoever's at that desk, if a lady comes by to see you, you want to make sure that they're checking the lady's cédula, you know what I'm saying, writing her name down and the cédula number, or even taking a picture of it, you know, or some concierges or porteros or whatever, they'll hold it until the lady leaves, you know, but you want to make sure that she gets checked when she comes to see you, so that there's a record of her coming in there, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's very important. And the other thing too is when you're talking to the person that works at that desk, you want to let them know that, look, I'm a gentleman, all right? Any lady that comes to see me, when they're leaving, I'm going to be walking them downstairs, all right? And I'm going to make sure they get in their Uber or whatever, or the taxi, and leave, all right? So let them know that, so that way, if a lady does come to see you, and she comes downstairs by herself, you know, that's going to set off an alarm with whoever's at that desk, like, and they're going to ask, you know, donde está el señor? You know, where's the man? You know, where's, you know, donde está el hombre? You know, they're going to ask where that man is, you know what I'm saying? How come he's not with you? You know, because they know. You always bring women downstairs. So in most Colombian apartments, there's going to be a phone up there in the apartment, like an intercom phone. And that's a phone that security uses to call your apartment if you have a delivery or anything, you know. And so, yeah, if a lady comes downstairs by herself and you're not with her, you want the person downstairs at the desk to know to pick up that phone and call your apartment, make sure that you're all right before they let her leave, you know. And so that's very important in keeping you safe, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with women here in Colombia. Make sure that whatever building you stay in is a building that has a front desk, and it's a front desk that has a human working there 24 hours, you know, and that this person is somebody that can check your visitors' IDs, you know, get their names and all that stuff, and also check on you if something doesn't appear right, you know, because that can be a key to your safety, you know. Yeah, because yeah, you don't want to, and like I said, make sure you taking care of the people that take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Tipping your concierge or the patero or whatever, tipping them good and and taking care of them, they're gonna look out for you. Yeah, so that's one of the main. These are the ways that I stay safe here in Colombia, and even when I go out places at night. The same thing as when I come in from the airport. When I go out at night, or just back and forth, I got that prearranged transportation. I don't hail taxis. Like if you go out to a restaurant or a bar, a nightclub or something, you don't come out of there and wave a taxi down. No. Or if there's a taxi line in front of the club, don't use that. You want to make sure that your ride is right out there in front. Saying somebody you went on the app and you ordered a ride. Yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I didn't cover, but those are the main things that you stay safe here. It's not very hard to do. A lot of it is common sense, being aware of your surroundings. Just watching the people that are around you. If you have any kind of street smarts at all, if you're used to living in the urban area in the United States or something, then you shouldn't have a problem dealing with being in an urban environment here. A lot of the same rules apply. You just have to know to be careful around people. And like I said, don't be so quick to get close to people either. Especially if you're meeting women. Be careful of women that are over-eager. Women that you meet and they want to come right back to your apartment or something right away or something like that. You gotta be careful of the over-eager. People that are, women that are just too friendly and you want to get too close too soon. And even guys and stuff, like you meet local Colombian men or something like that. Just keep people at a distance. Friendly and cordial and nice, but but be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. It's not that difficult to stay safe in this country, in whatever city you visit. A lot of it is mainly just common sense. And I definitely want to see. I want to see people survive their trips. I hate hearing about these news stories. It's one of the reasons why I made this video. I just over the Christmas holiday, there was a man from Ecuador visiting Medellin with his family for Christmas, and he decided to get on the app and meet a young lady, and unfortunately, that cost him his life. And we don't want to see that here. You got it. It's okay. Yeah. So you're sorry, man. Yeah, there's a couple of guys playing soccer right here, and their ball keeps rolling right by me while I'm filming. And yeah, I just don't feel like stopping and reshooting this all over again all the time. So excuse me for having to get up every couple of minutes. But yeah, so yeah, the man from Ecuador, he unfortunately lost his life, because of a lady he met on the dating app, over the Christmas holiday, and you hate to see that kind of stuff happen. So yeah, I just want to make sure I give you guys some safety advice, and let me know in the comments, or ask me questions in the comments. If I didn't cover anything, just leave a question in the comment, and I'll be sure to answer. And I'm always glad to give whatever advice I can to keep you safe if you visit Colombia. It's a beautiful country. I love Colombia. I like being here. And I want you to come here and enjoy it as much as me. All right? And be safe while you're here. All right? So it's the Old Head Broad. KJ Mack. I'm coming to you from Bogota. Make sure that you like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. All right, have a good day, y'all.